This is what role-playing in Neverwinter Nights looks like. For an onlooker, it certainly wouldn't have the same pizzazz as today's modern role-playing, because unlike the face-based voice chats of today, Neverwinter Nights is an older type of role-playing, a more silent one, based largely on text and aided by a graphical engine that may be old, but through the power of the community, still manages to persist, and in some cases, even thrive. My journey with this game began in 2002, when it was just released. Something about being lost in a fantasy universe was of a great appeal to me, and Neverwinter Nights was my introduction to the concept of role-playing. It was the ability to create your own game world in Neverwinter Nights that brought about this amazing creativity in people. Soon after its release, there was an outburst of servers, an abundance of worlds full of imaginations were created. For many of these worlds, the background story was the Forgotten Realms. Some were inspired by other fantasy works related to Dungeons and Dragons, and others even engineered their own homebrew settings. Some servers treated role-playing casually, and others more seriously. Some of those more serious game worlds would even constantly change the game world based on the story, their owners completely rebuilding the game world to reflect the new situation, the new age or era. When I think of Neverwinter Nights, I think of all those characters I played as, and all those I played with, in all the worlds that I lived in. Every character I created was a labor of love. To each I wrote a meticulous description and chose carefully their personality traits. Some lasted a week, some months, and some years. That's why Neverwinter Nights will forever hold a special place in my heart. It holds the power to change my personality, to change who I am and create long-lasting effects. That's the power of role-playing. So, this sound of role-playing will continue to live on. Except that what happens in a person's imagination when that occurs, well, that's a much deeper story.